Oh my God.
Sometimes, life doesn't change with a loud explosion. Sometimes, it changes with a tiny vibration from a phone lying quietly beside someone you love. One message, 7 words. That was all it took to make a woman question 7 years of marriage. But here's the strange thing about the truth. It doesn't always arrive wearing the face of truth. Sometimes it disguises itself as betrayal. Sometimes it looks exactly like the answer you've been afraid to find. And sometimes the greatest miracle God performs is saving us from believing the wrong story. This is not just a story about marriage. It is a story about assumptions, about silence, about faith under pressure, and about what happens when heaven asks you to trust God before trusting your own eyes. Seattle was almost asleep. Streetlights reflected off rain-soaked roads. The last city bus rolled quietly past rows of silent houses. Most families had long gone to bed. Inside one peaceful neighborhood stood a beautiful 2-story home. Warm lights glowed behind cream-colored curtains. A flower garden bordered the front porch. Wind chimes danced gently in the cool night breeze. To anyone driving past, it looked like the picture of a happy family. The kind of home where prayers were answered, where birthdays were celebrated, where love had found a permanent address. But every house has a story hidden behind its front door. And tonight, this one was about to change forever. The living room was spotless. Children's drawings decorated one side of the refrigerator. A Bible rested neatly on the coffee table. Beside it, a handwritten note. Don't forget our anniversary dinner on Friday. Love you always. Signed, Amara. Upstairs, the master bedroom was quiet. Only the rain and the soft breathing of 2 people filled the room. One of them was sleeping. The other was trying to. Amara Daniels had never believed in checking her husband's phone. She believed trust wasn't built by surveillance. It was built by character, by honesty, by prayer. Her mother had always
My
said,
daughter, listen to me carefully.
If you
spend your marriage looking for evidence, you'll eventually find something your imagination will exaggerate.
Okay, Mama, thank you.
Imagination will exaggerate. Amara laughed every time she remembered those words. Until tonight. Beside her, Ethan Daniels slept peacefully. 37. Architect. Respected. Gentle. A man everyone admired. A faithful church volunteer. A loving husband. At least, that's who everyone believed he was. Amara turned toward him. Even in his sleep, he looked exhausted. The dark circles beneath his eyes had become more noticeable lately. For weeks, he had carried a burden. She had seen it, asked about it, prayed about it. But every single time, he answered the same way. Without thinking, her eyes drifted toward the bedside table. Ethan's phone lit up. The screen remained bright just long enough for one message to appear. She deserves to know. The message was from Grace Walker. Amara frowned. Grace. She knew Grace. Grace worked with Ethan. Confident, professional, always polite. Why would Grace send a message at almost midnight? Who deserved to know what? Amara quickly looked away. "No," she whispered. "I'm not doing this." She folded her hands beneath the blanket. "Father, guard my heart. Don't let fear become my counselor." For nearly a minute, nothing happened. Only rain, only silence, only prayer. Then, another message. This one appeared before the screen faded. Grace Walker. If she finds out from someone else, she'll never forgive us. Amara's heart skipped. Us. The word echoed in her mind. Questions rushed into her thoughts faster than she could stop them. Who was she? Why us? Why now? And why did it suddenly feel like the room had lost all its warmth? Fear has a voice. It always speaks first. It whispers, "You've been lied to." Wake him up. Demand answers. Protect yourself. But faith? Faith has a quieter voice. It says, pray first. Listen before you accuse. Trust God with what you don't yet understand. In moments like these, the loudest voice is rarely the wisest one. Then, his phone lit up again. This time, it wasn't Grace. The caller ID displayed only one word: unknown. The phone rang once, stopped. Then a text appeared. They're here. Amara stared at the screen. Before she could think, another loud knock echoed through the house. And then, someone outside shouted, "Ethan, we don't have much time!" Who was outside? Who was Grace talking about? Who were they? And why did it sound like this night had been waiting for them all along?